Well, thank you, everybody, for being on this call. My name is Nancy Summers, your National Training Director, and I'm honored to also have Company Vice President Sarah Clement to join and co-host of what we're going to share with you today. And personally, we are so excited. We got the area and division group because we understand you guys are the movers and the shakers of the company. So with that, I say yay. But congratulations to all those. I want to start by those who earned double points for August. And not only double points, but the opportunity to have double thank yous. So congratulations on that. And congratulations of all you that registered for the leader seminar in January. Wise decision. As you know, we're sold out, so people will have to go on a waiting list. But that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Now, today we're going to talk about business building techniques, especially team building activities. We're going to share about post events, anniversary weeks and how to make the most of them, building a strong team and how to boss up, and then winning the trip, and of course, leadership. So the first we're going to talk about is your post events. Prior to Sparkle, we encourage leaders to have post events with their teams, inviting your past hosts, customers, and potential leads. Now, these events are geared towards team growth. The focus is on new bookings because once your clients saw the new merchandise, they wanted to book. And once they heard the specials, they probably booked. It's also, when you do events like this, it's to build new team members. So they want to be part of something that's fun and exciting, and getting referrals, all of which you know are meant to grow your team. Now, depending on where you live, either you were a part of a bigger event with your upline leaders or you did one on your own. Here today to share the success of doing her team's event is division leader Daniel Skaggs. So Daniel, are you here? I may have to unmute you. Let me just.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. There you are. Wonderful.
I'm
Take it away.
okay. Hold on. Now I don't.
We see your name, so.
I know my face went away. Am I here now?
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Okay. I'm sorry. I had a phone call come in, so I was trying to deny it. Hi. Okay, here I am. Thanks for having me here, Nancy. I appreciate it, and I'm excited to share.
Please, share about how the even event started. You heard you needed to do a Sparkle event, so what did you do?
Okay, so post Sparkle, I came home super excited about the new line, of course, and ready to fire up my team. And so we had a post Sparkle event Monday after Sparkle, and 4 stylists came to the event. And as we were sitting there, I just had this idea. What's the last name? Of I really want to help these women really just rev up for their fall. And I said, okay, y'all, I want your opinion. What would y'all think of a team show? And they said, well, what do you mean? And I said, I just had the idea that, I'm getting quite a bit of the new line coming in. I hear someone talking, Nancy. I'm going to pause real quick. And
I'm going to mute everybody again. You may have to click you. So thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's not your. All right.
Okay. Can we hear me? Yes. Yes. Okay. So
no.
It happens when they come on again. You got to mute every time. All right.
We're going to try to roll with it. Okay. So I really wanted to help them all get a good launch. And I know a lot of them are new stylists. And so what I knew being in their shoes before is the thought of investing a lot of your own money to get a good portion of the new line can maybe feel scary or overwhelming or whatnot. So I knew I could help by setting up a grand display of the new line. And it could be in a central location where we all invite our guests. And so they loved the idea. That was on a Monday night. We had that meetup. Tuesday, the following day, I sent it out to the whole team, and we did the team show the following Monday. So I planned it in less than a week. And what my vision and my hope was to re-engage stylists that have maybe flexed out, life's got busy. So they definitely haven't been having shows or sales to maybe justify investing in the new line. And new stylists, like I said, they've invested, and they might, have 250 rich rewards, which is great, and they do get some new pieces of the new line. But I really wanted to give them the opportunity to share with their customers and their family and friends a wide display of the new line. And so what happened was I had 13 stylists say they were going to do the team show, both a mix of new stylists, seasoned stylists, and stylists that had kind of put the business to the side and haven't been doing anything with it. And reality happens, life happens. So down to the day of the event, I ended up having 8 stylists come and do the event with me. So including myself, there was 9 of us, and we all invited guests. Some of us had 1, some of us had up to 7 that showed up, some of us had 3. We ended up filling a room that they told us I needed to have 30, and I'm pretty sure we came close to 50. I never sat down, there wasn't room. Everyone loved that they had this grand display to see such variety of the new, as well as just our line in general. And what I saw was my team booked 16 shows that night. We together sold over $2,000 that night. But we went on to finish the week. So that was Monday. The week ended Wednesday. And by Wednesday, of the 8 that showed up and myself, we submitted almost $9,000 in sales. And I know that it's because of their excitement, the joy of coming together as a community, getting to touch and feel the new line. So it lighted them up to then go and share over the next 2 days with social sales, one-on-one styling events, and putting out the 2 and 4 order and spend 90, get something for 25. It really just fueled them to be excited, because whether they got 1 sale or there were 2 that came and they didn't get a sale, but they got a booking. And 1 even booked a show, and that girl, her guest, is going to sign up after her show. So it's her launch show, and that's been booked. And so my vision for this and my hope for this came forward, and seeing their joy from it was totally worth it. We're actually going to do another team show on August the 23rd. We're going to have to get a bigger venue because we won't fit in that same room again. And I asked them to each share with me, like, what was their favorite thing about doing that, about showing up. And all of them they're just so grateful for the leadership and the opportunity for their friends and family to come see this big display and just truly get excited together as a team and with their customers about Park Lane and this line. And I believe 3 of them went on to earn their double points for all of August. and they're gunning for the trip, and 2 of them that week promoted to area, and it wouldn't have happened. They still needed sales. So it was just incredible. It was like an incredible outcome, and I highly recommend that whether you have 2 on your team or you have a team of 500, do a team show, because it was so fun and everyone just truly enjoyed it.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. That was just so great. As you can, I hope you took good notes, because like I said, one of the biggest things that impressed me is she did it within a week. Let's just do it. But it was her vision as a leader that she's, okay, guys, let's do that. Your team is not going to come to you and say, shouldn't we do something as a team? It takes you and your vision as a leader to say, let's do this. So thank you once again. That was just great information. We'll be hearing a little later again from Danielle. But for now, I'd like to invite our company vice president, Sarah Clement, to come and share about how to make the most of your anniversary weeks coming up for you and your team. Sarah, take it away.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be here today and chat with you guys about anniversary weeks. As you guys know, as area and division leaders, you received a goal in your email. So it's coming up, and this is one of the things I love most about Park Lane is the longevity and the history, and it's our 64th birthday. So anniversary weeks is from August 15th through August 28th. So you have the opportunity to earn a ton of awesome prizes, and I am in love with that Blaine collection. I don't know about you guys, but it's totally my style with the wood and the natural and the beads. So I just wanted to quickly go over what you need to do for each level. And then I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can be doing with yourself and your team to help lead the way so you all achieve your goals and potentially earn that designer handbag, which I personally really want my hands on. So the first level is those beautiful wood earrings. And what we're doing this year is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We're asking everyone for the first week to submit 500 net and non, and the second week also to submit 500 net and non. And that's what we're going to encourage your teams to do. The second level is that amazing cuff. I love that cuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. That is if you can double that and submit 1,000 the first week and 1,000 the second week. Just yourself. You have the power in this one. But I'm a big believer that your team will not do anything unless you're doing the same. So that's your cue all week is whatever you're doing, share with your team, specifically the words to say and all the actions you're doing so that they reach out. For team sales, this is again, if you have not received your goal yet, make sure you check your spam. I know sometimes it goes into my trash and my email, but look for your specific goal. And if everyone who achieves that wins that beautiful wooden necklace, which I am really, really, really gunning for. And that is great. Also, we're giving another opportunity that if you can bring one person onto your team who qualifies and launches during that 2-week anniversary period, you can win that fabulous ring. And then, of course, I sort of gave it away a minute ago, but you probably read it yourself in the network. But that toppers at every single level will get an opportunity to earn a designer handbag, which is awesome. I'm very, very, very excited about that particular one. So I'm going to have to, have some friendly competition with my fellow CVPs. So what can you guys do during those 2 weeks? The good news is you've got time to plan, right? It's about 2 weeks away. So get booking and get your teams booking. Start booking blitzes. And what you can do personally is get your own schedule under control so then you can help your team book as well. So my challenge is for you to all break out a brand new blank sheet of paper and start with a new list. And then start setting aside time to reach out to those people. And I also think that I don't think anyone on this call would jump in a car and drive somewhere without a roadmap to get where you're going, right? So what is it that you want to earn? What do you want your team members to earn? What looks like success to you? I know I'm a super overachiever, so I'm going to go for that topper. But whatever it is, figure out what it is and what you need to do during that time and make sure you time block time to do it. So I'm going to give you a couple of quick brainstorms of what you can do and who you can reach out to. With this gorgeous new collection, it is the most stunning collection I've ever seen. So I am really doing a good job of reaching out to all of my customers and hostesses first with low-hanging fruit, asking them if they want to be the first to show off this gorgeous collection, which I think is a huge urgency reason for people to do that. And I also believe that summer is tough. I'm sure all of you have had cancellations. I know I have had many, had low attendance. So make it fun. Theme it. We've been sharing some things at Sparkle for those of you that were there with the candy and all kinds of fun stuff. But I've got a couple for you. The one that I'm having success with right now is summer wind down. And I think that's kind of fun. I'm a mom. Everyone's kind of winding down the summer. We're about to go back to school. There's Back to Jewel. There's still Jewels by the pool. That's kind of a fun daytime pop-up event. Margaritas and must-haves. You guys can come up with your own themes, but I feel like if you know someone and you offer them a theme, they're much more likely to jump on it if it's casual and fun. So let's think of some creative bookings as well. If you're feeling a little like your list is exhausted, or maybe you haven't had the summer you wanted, what businesses do you frequent where you could reach out? Like maybe where you can do a pop-up. Maybe it's your realtor. I know I see my chiropractor all the time. They do girls' night outs all the time. So I'm possibly going to reach out to them. Obviously, your hair salon, your nail salon, your tanning salon, wherever you get beautified. Let's think about teachers' lounges. Teachers are about to go back to school. What a great way and a great place where people are already set up for you. I know bankers seem to love jewelry too. So I always talk to my banker and see if she'll let me go in there, and realtors. Those are great. So a lot of people are getting married. It's a wonderful time to get married. What about wedding parties? What about a wedding shower where everybody comes and buys their own gifts, and then the bride gets to shower herself with her honeymoon jewelry, or is then able to purchase her bridal jewelry at a discount? Another tricky thing I've been working on, everyone is into social media these days. So on Facebook, you're getting reminded daily of people's birthdays, right? Who could you reach out to for an August birthday that you could help celebrate? And again, same sort of scenario. Everyone comes and hangs out and shops, and then the gift is you being there, and the woman gets, the birthday girl gets a big shopping spree for herself. And also on social media, especially on Facebook, a lot of people are raising money for charities of their choice. What about a fundraiser? You're seeing those every day. Just reach out to those women and say, you know, I've got an even better idea. What if we get your girls together for your birthday? We'll make it a fundraiser show. I know you're raising money for Parkinson's disease. That would be a great way for us to, you know, collectively get together and earn some sales. You guys are all in double points, and it's anniversary weeks. I mean, it's like, and what else could Park Lane give us to go for? The other thing you can do is, again, go back through. I know all of you have been talking about the new line on your social media. Just set aside an hour where you're doing constructive social media review, and who is consistently liking and commenting on your posts, right? Go back and say, thank you so much. I'm so glad you loved the, you know, blank or whatever they commented on. And I would love it if you would be the first, you know, online or in person, let's get together and host a show. And again, just setting that goal and setting the time and working toward it should be, you know, helping you get where you're going. And then you can earn all the fun things and build your business, because people who have big Augusts have incredible falls. So this is the time to gain momentum.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Sarah. There's a lot of great ideas. And so use them, take them to heart. And, you know, you're talking, Sarah, about that you love that Blaine set. I mean, I do too. It's gorgeous and it's right on trend. However, leaders, some of your team members may not even like that set. And that's where you always, when it comes to a contest, you always got to sell them on the inner motivation. There's inner motivation and outer motivation. If you can get your team always excited about the inner motion, like I achieved it, I did it, not the earrings, that's the outer motivation. You know, too many times if you hear somebody say, well, I don't like those earrings, then you know they're basing everything on outer. And I say, the earrings is not the point here. It's you achieving the earrings. And I'm going to take to lunch all of my achievers out, because that's the most important. You achieved it. So I always appeal to their inner motivation of achieving something, and not so much on the prize. Because if you can get your team, I did it, and on the achievement, they're going to want to continue with that as they go ahead. So just keep that in mind. Now, that being said, we have another promotion coming up, and it is Boss Up. But I'll go back to one more thing, Sarah, and something that Danielle said. On the 23rd, for our anniversary weeks, Park Lane is asking 100% participation, 100%. not only just for anniversary weeks, but for that day. And the one person that will never postpone on you if you don't have a show already is your show. So book your own show, but you're not going to want to miss not having an event on the 23rd. So that's going to be, and you get your whole team to participate, whether it's like Danielle's going to do a big team style show, or whether you do your own show and have every single person on your team do something. I don't care if they sell one customer order, but do something. They can go see and visit somebody that night and even do a personal appointment. Okay, that being said, I want to talk about Boss Up. Really excited about Boss Up. You know, my passion is in promoting other leaders. And I know, Sarah, that's your same passion into promoting leaders. In fact, the more leaders you can promote, the faster you are going to build as a team. So let me now share my screen with you. I'm going to have some fun. Let me see. I'm going to share this. Go here. Share. And we're going to start with this. Oh, I got to unmix you. Got to move this right here. Sorry, guys. You got to go off to the side. All right. There we go. Now, I know you've seen this chart before. You've probably heard it a couple times, but I want you to look at it with new eyes. Look at it when a fashion director is going to see it, because this is one thing that I would show a new fashion stylist immediately. I say, Sarah, you may not be thinking of, maybe building a team at this point. You're just thinking about just having fun and making money. But let me kind of show you what, by sharing, what income you are potentially going to do. If you see here, this chart is based on everybody doing one show, whether you're a fashion, branch, area, division. One average show, but look at the difference of income from 180 to 270. That is a difference that you're all doing the same show, but I want to help you make more money. And that's by sharing. Let's look here. This is a branch. She only has a couple people on her team, but even then, that's $70 extra a week, just by $70 extra a week. Or an area, by just having 3 team members, she's going to get an extra 170. This is just from her team commissions. 172 by having 3 working people on your team. And if you're a division, even if you only had 6 people working that week, that's almost a $500 difference extra. So if you look at the weekly income, you're all doing the same one show, but it's either 180 or 740, and it's all based on you sharing the business. I mean, you look at the monthly income from $720 to almost $3,000. Even if you look at it from an area with only 3 people working on your team, that's a difference of $928 more each month. And times 12 months, we're talking that's over $11,000 every year of income. So leaders, I'm going to address the areas and divisions on this call. This is one that I would show. If this is in your Leadership Resource Center, it's called Investing in Your Future. I would take every new person, whether she was thinking and she just want to make a little side money for herself, you've got to share the vision with them. You've got to give them the dream of saying, well, I'll tell you what you could make. You can still do your one show, but by sharing what the difference you can make in this business. I'm going to share that dream and that goal setting right away from the beginning. So now I'm going to have some fun, and we're going to talk about promoting. But let's first talk about team building. It's all about building branches. And I'm going to share with you some ways that I want to get branches right away. So I'm just going to share this real fast. Let me see if I got it on time. I'm going to share 10 quick things you can do that I did in the beginning to get fashion directors to branch as soon as possible. And it all starts, one, in the interview or your information session. When I'm talking to somebody, let's say Sarah, the person I'm talking to, I might just say, Sarah, I'm excited that Mary offered you the opportunity, but just like Mary offered you the opportunity, I cannot wait to see who you're going to bring in too. In fact, who do you know right now that you would love to share this business with? Maybe they're a fun-loving, they love jewelry, you can buddy up with them, or maybe they just want a little extra money, or they're a party gal, they just love to party, and now we're going to pay them to have party. So who do you know, who can you think of right now? Right in the interview is when I start talking about, I can't wait to see who she's going to bring onto the team. It's an expectation upon myself that, hey, wait a minute. If somebody in my mind, I'm thinking if somebody shared it with them, I expect them to share it with somebody else. It's that expectation of everybody sharing this business. Then when I'm coaching her, this is the second time, when I'm coaching her for her intro show, what I do is I say, hey, is there anybody that's coming to your show that you can think of, you think would be great in this business? Now, sometimes they'll tell you somebody, oh yeah, Susie without a doubt. And I'll ask why, but sometimes they can't think of people. So I go, well, who really loves jewelry or loves fashion? Oh God, that's Becky, okay? And who's somebody that just loves to party? She say, hey, what do we do this weekend? She always likes to get together socially. Oh, that's Carla, okay? And then what about somebody who's just, maybe you like to have, extra money? Oh, that's Debbie. So I tell you what, are they all three coming to your get together, your intro? They go, yeah. Okay, great. So I talk to her when I'm coaching her about who does she think. And then when I do my last minute coaching 2 days before the show, where I call her up as a reminder call, we talk about our show one more time. I'll say, by the way, those three gals you talked about, Becky, Carla, and Debbie, are they going to be coming to your show? Yeah, oh, good. Ask them if you can come earlier, maybe 15 minutes early. I'd like to meet them personally on a one-to-one. I'll even give them a little goodie gift if they come a little earlier so I can talk to them. And then, at their intro show, I'm looking for people. I'm trying to get them recruit. The sooner you can get them branched up, the more they're going to want to share. And if you can get them a recruit when the first show happens, they're going to say, okay. I'll say, basically, there's one at every show. So now they're going to look for that one at every show. But if you wait 2-3 months for her, or 5 months to get one recruit, she's going to think it takes 5 months to get a recruit. So the sooner you can get them, in fact, in the first show, I would do it. Another thing, as I talked about, I share the vision, the goal right from the beginning of the potential money she can make by sharing the business. And then I even set them a goal for being a branch. I said, tell you what, why don't we just get your promotion papers filled out right now? And the only thing we have to do is add who's going to be your next recruit. And so I fill out the promotion papers. It's visible that, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to take you up the ladder. Also, then when your new team members come on, it's important for you as a leader to train them of who to share the information with, how to share it at their shows, to make sure they're putting recruiting seeds in their show, to make sure they talk to every guest and every host at the end of her show about the business, and then to select maybe one person that they would love to have on their team. But you may have to give them ideas of who to look for, what are some of the qualities, and then train them how to share the information. That's another point you can do. They can start then to share it for themselves, or train them, give them the words of how to just say, do you mind if I have my upline give you a call just to share some more information, because I think you'd be great in this business. If that's all they do, I'll teach them those words of just asking them if I can share it with them, or on a Zoom opportunity call. Go on shows with them. If you don't have a show that night, go on shows with them. So while they're doing their show, you're going to be spotting. You're the advanced recruiter on the team. So you want to help them get a recruit ASAP. Take them on shows with you. Show them how it's done. And then another thing, number 9, is reward the results you want on your team. Reward the results you want. You can't outgive Park Lane for recruiting. We give them trips, and we give them cars, and we give them rings if they recruit. But you can recognize the things as a leader of things they do to get a recruit. For instance, I would, if I was using tickets for my team, I might give them so many tickets every time they brought a guest to a meeting or an event. Or if we're having a team event, I'm going to say, if you can bring at least 5 guests, you're going to get a little goodie gift from me. I may give them points for handing in referral forms to myself. Or lots of times what I did is I would ask a new stylist, we talked about our first 5 hosts, and I'll say, I'll tell you what, I would like to specially invite your first 5 hosts, thank them for helping you get started, and I'm going to have a mimosa and little goodies at my home on a morning of one Saturday morning. Or I can come to your home and you invite your host there, and I'll give some giveaways. So I would go into different areas, and my team would have 5 people sitting in their living room. And I go to this team member, and she'd have another 5 people sitting in her living room. I didn't care how I did it. Just get the people there. I'll do the talking even. And even it came down to sometimes I would have to say to my team, just give me a name. Just give me someone's name. I'll do the calling for you. I'll meet with them and everything. They'll be your recruit, but just give me a name. So I did whatever it took to help my team members branch up immediately. And that's something you're going to want to do too. But now let's kind of just go over some of the things of how to promote. Okay, let me share this. Okay, now I had some fun. This is going to be a fun, this is the first time I'm learning how to do this, so bear with me. But we're going to talk about a fashion director promoting to branch. How does that work? And I love dancing. Any movies with dancing? I love Dancing with the Stars. I love So You Think You Can Dance, The World of Dance. Any shows with dance I like, so we're going to use dancers. And this is a fashion flamingo dancer. Okay? So, as a fashion director, if they submit over 1,000 in personal net and non-sales in a commission month, that's one step done. One step done. The next step is she's got to get her personal recruit. So when that personal recruit who starts is fully qualified within their first 5 commission weeks, hey, guess what? She's promoted to branch. And yes, this is a branch ballerina now, guys. You're a branch ballerina. And there's your team of one person, but you have one person on your team. But now let's talk about going up to the next level, because you don't want to stop there. How to promote to area leader. After promoting to branch, you add 3 new team members. Minimum has to be one of your personal. So let's get that. Happy Dancer, she added one of her personal. Now, the branch can add 3 personal recruits, but you want to get your team recruiting. So therefore, I've asked my 2 personal recruits, let me help you get another recruit, because I want to see my personal recruits go up to branch. And I know that my personal recruits did $1,000 already. That's one thing I focus on, is that they're fully qualified within 1 month. And then I took these 2 recruits and helped them branch up now, because they each got a recruit. Now let's look at what this means. So after becoming branch, you put on 3 new team members. 1 was your personal. And of course you help your branch up. But if the team generates $5,000 in personal and area volume within 1 commission month, and at least 3 of the team members have to have 300 net sales during the promoting month. In other words, it can't be just the one person doing all the sales and nobody else on the team is doing it. Then it's not a team as far as I'm concerned. So you have to have the team working with at least 3 putting in $300. Once you do this, then yay, you're right, you are then promoted to area. So congratulations. Once you complete that, you're now in area flying high, a little acrobatic area here. But let's take it now 1 more step and go to how to promote to division leader. These ballerinas want to dance all the time. So now to promote to division, you want to put more people on your team, and you can see that this area leader added 1 more personal recruit. But it's more than just you adding on team members. You want your team members recruiting. So in this particular case, by them sharing, they became branches. It's that simple. You just get everybody to branch up immediately. So now you've got 4, this is what your team looks like. You have 4 branch directors on your team. And if in any given, this is how you promote. If you look on the bottom, this is the normal way. If your team does $20,000 net sales, that's personal and group volume, within 2 calendar months, and you have the 4 branches on your team, you can promote to division. I tell you, they're all dancing. So there you are. You're now a division leader, and that's what you did. But let's talk about you promoting up during the Boss Up program. Look at the bottom. During the Boss Up program, you don't have to do $20,000, only $10,000. And it's not within 2 months, and it was in the 6 weeks after convention, through all of August to complete this. Yes, you need to have the 4 branches on your team to go up to division, but you have got this. You have got this. If you're in an area, you have got this. Now, sometimes you say, you know, I had a team once before, but life happened, one moved away or whatever. Maybe you don't have anybody on your team. Well, this is the time now to rebuild, reconnect, start from the beginning again. You know, even if you get 1 this month but this is your level of you want to boss up to branch, area, and a division. Now we're going to go 1 step further. Let's look at the potential income for a division leader. as a division leader, look at this one. If you yourself are doing 2,500 in a month, that's the magic number for me. 2,500 a month is I know they're making money, and then I know they're hitting the Rich Career Level 3, which will give them always new jewelry. If they always have new jewelry, they'll always have something to call people and say, guess what, I got something new I want to show you. So every month they can be calling with something new. But just on your 2,500 of your monthly sales, you make 1,125 income. Now let's say you had 5 fashion directors on your team also reaching for the 2,500. You make 15% on them, you'd get 1,875 income in addition. You and 5 people. That's $3,000. You and 5 people all reaching for that 2,500. Let's go further. If you had 5 branches on your team and they each have 2 members selling 25, that's another $3,000 to your income monthly. And if you had 5 area managers with 5 team members doing 2,500, that's another $2,250. We're talking, this is over $8,250 a month. This is a $100,000 job. By you doing 2,500, having 5 fashion directors, 5 branches, and 5 areas with this quote in here. So I just kind of want to show you the possibility of there is some huge dollars here, folks. But it's all about building, and it starts with building branches. So now that you're a division, when you promote to senior division, you really make even more money than that. So to promote to senior division, it's you doing 60,000 in a 2 calendar month, plus having 8 branch area division leaders on your team, just as long as they're leaders. Let's go further. During Boss Up, you only need 30,000. 30,000 in 6 weeks. So it's incredible that you got to take this opportunity to boss up. If you're a division now, this is the time to boss up. And how do you do it? Again, by building branches. Keep on sharing. So let me kind of share with you. She had 4 branches, but now she got her personal recruit to each get a recruit. There they are. She got a personal recruit, another one, because you don't stop as a leader. You got to lead the way and always sharing the business. And she talked to each of her branches. They each got another one, but right away, she talked to them about getting another recruit. So what they did is, you got it, they added 1 more. What does that do for them? That makes them 8 branches. Just by everybody always branching up. Now, when you have, that's how you boss up. 30,000 in 6 weeks, 8 branches. It's a simple program, but the focus has got to be on constantly building branches. Everybody come in and we got to get you 35%. We've got to get you 35%. Let's get you a raise right away. And that's what you as a leader have to focus on, getting them promoted. If they don't go up, they go away. People want to achieve, the feeling of achieving. So keep that in mind. And here to kind of just share with you, well, let's go ahead. Yes, you did it. You're now a division. So yeah, we'll get you dancing too. If you're a division now, you're going to dance. There you go. There you go. So simple, simple. Let's talk about bossing up. Division leader, Danielle Skaggs. She is a division, but she's going to use this time to boss up to become a senior division. So I'm going to stop and share at this point. And I want Danielle to come on board and talk about what she is doing to promote to senior division.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Take it away.
Okay, so I'm totally taking advantage of this. Going live tomorrow here out loud. Can you hear me?
You're going a little out, in and out, but try again. Go ahead. What are you going to do tomorrow?
Okay. Okay, so I'm going live over coffee in the morning. Saturday coffee chat with me. And I'm going to declare and share with goal for team during the Boss Up Challenge get into fall. And so I'm going to share with them we are $23,580.50 away from the volume we need for to level up to senior team. And I'm going to share that with them. I'm going to share with them that we also need potentially 5 to 3 branch promotions. And I'm going to extend the invitation for each one of them to declare and share a challenge, a goal. I'm going to ask them to stretch themselves more than they might ever have before, because I believe in them and I know what that they can do, and I'm here to help them earn that extra 5% that they deserve for doing exactly what they're already doing. And I want them to share with me, give me a number. What do you want to challenge yourself? What's the goal you want to set personally to do in the month of August? Is it do 4 shows and sell 4,000? Is it to do 2 shows and sell 2,000? Do they maybe want to challenge themselves and hit Rich Rewards level 4 where you sell 4,000? And I'm going to individually, after our live Zoom chat together, I'm going to connect with each of them. I'm on their goal. I'm going to start and every time we move up that thermometer to hit volume we need, and every time we get a branch, I'm going to share with and to excitement. And my hopes are that, I motivate them to each challenge themselves. And what I know is when they challenge themselves in August, the entire fall is going to benefit from it. And that I truly can't wait to see happen. And then I'm going to point this out too. I'm going to come up with an individual incentive for each stylist, each recruit that shares with me their personal goal. And they might say, I have no idea what goal I should set, and I'm going to help them. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I'm going to find what will you use that money for? What would you do if you brought along a stylist? How would that make you feel? And I'm going to take notes so I can remind them throughout the month. Why did you set this goal? We came up with it together maybe. But then say one of them's like, I'm going to challenge myself to sell 5,000 this month. Well, then maybe her personal incentive for me will be, great. When you do that, you and I will go to a day at the spa. You and I will get a massage together, or maybe it's somebody that I can see that they're so eager for new product. Then, okay, you do 3 shows, $50 in free product. So I'm going to and find an incentive for each girl personally of the Park Lane perks, which are incredible, but just a little extra for it.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle's doing 2 exceptional smart things too. When you promote to the next level, it's a team effort here. And that's what she's conveying to her team. It's a team effort. It's not just you promoting. It's the whole team. So what do we need as a team to promote? That's what she's doing. And she's individualized, working with each one to reach their goal so they can be part of the bigger team goal. And they're going to cheer each other on, I'm sure. In fact, now I know this works because in the month of July, Danielle promoted 2 area leaders on her team. And coming this next month, she's going to actually have 3 Boss Up area leaders that she helped on her team promote to Boss Up. And that's how get it. You help individuals, they just push you up the ladder. When you help other people, they just automatically push you up. So thank you again, Danielle. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about another thing, and it's all about when you team build, you also can take advantage of being earning the trip. So I'm going to go real fast over the trip. Let me just share my screen again.
You're welcome.
All right. There we go. And I got them cake on the side. There we go. So let me share there. Okay, we talked about how to build branches. Now let's talk about earning the trip. For those of you that earned double, congratulations. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to get the trip. Now, walk with me and don't go ahead any further than what you're seeing me work with you on. The first 6 weeks after, if you did $2,000 in the 2 weeks following Sparkle, you were right on target. And then in August, if you continue doing an average of $1,000 a week, that means in these 6 weeks after Sparkle, you would have hit $6,000. Now, for some of you that said, "Oh, I messed up. I didn't do 2,000 in the first accounting week." That's okay. You can always make up the difference. But I'm just showing you a plan. So if somebody was to do now $6,000, and again, 1 week may be 800, next week may be 1,200, but if you average 1,000 a week, we're talking double points will get you $12,000. You take advantage of this August to put in as many shows and get your team members to put as many shows as they can into August, because it's double for you that earned. Now let's talk about your new recruits. You want to get at least 2 new recruits in August. So this is what I usually, when I talk to somebody in the business, I will share with them this particular plan. I will say, "Hey, Mary, how would you like to earn an extra $900 in the month of August?" It's really simple, really simple. In fact, I'm going to give you a closer look at this. I tell her, if you were to have, like, say, your own show and did 1,000 in sales for the month of August, and you first of all, you would get a boatload of jewelry by being a hostess. You'd get a boat. But if you want to help 2 of your friends also get a boatload of jewelry, so all 3 of you are having fun, you all 3 are getting a boatload of jewelry, but what do you get because you signed up? $900, because that's the commission of what you would get on these $1,000 net sales from you and 2 of your friends in August. And once she does that and she earns her $900, it's easy for me to say, "Hey, you want to do it again in September?" You can also have another show for those who didn't make your first show. And then you got a couple more friends, you can make another $900 in September. So when I recruit somebody, I just talk about this mini plan about them having their own intro show, reaching 1,000, and host. Now I really start with the 10 orders. Because some gals go, "I don't know if I can reach 1,000. Just let's start with 10 orders. If it's $800, then I'll say you only need 200 more. So I start someplace. So let's take it back. You get 2 recruits in August doing this mini plan. You'll have now 24,000 points. In September, you do 2,500, rich reward level 3. And again, you get 2 recruits. "Hey, who in September wants to earn $900? I'll find 2 people that wants to earn $900. All you have to do is help you and your friends get a boatload of jewelry, and you're going to make $900, and everybody's happy. Now you're at 32,005. October, 2,500 again, rich rewards. But you get 2 more recruits. I'm sure somebody can use, we're hiring for help, for Christmas help. Excellent way to make holiday help money, $900. So now you're at 41,000. But you may say, "Well, Nancy, what happened when I didn't earn double points?" Well, you can still make it. You'd have 29,000 points if you follow this plan. And then you just got to make up the difference of 4,000 extra between you and your team members in those 3 months. It can be done, folks. You got to break it down and see, what do I need? Even if you missed in the first 6 weeks, missed it by $2,000, just take 10 of the weeks coming forward. You got to just put $200 extra in for 10 of those weeks. You break it down to what you exactly need to earn. And then also to get your recruits, make sure you talk to every host. Use the back of the host order form. Every single host needs, I let them share. Here's what your party was. This is the income you would have made. And then I ask them, what would you have done with this income? What would you do if you had an extra $200 a month? I get them to dream a little bit. Then I ask them if they know somebody to refer a friend. Somebody loves jewelry, loves fashion, loves the party, just wants more income. And I give her a few little snapshots about, about the commission, easy to get started, free jewelry every month, be your own boss, and you can earn 2 dream vacations a year. Sometimes I have a host that doesn't want to listen until I got to the end, said earn 2 trips a year. They went to Rome this year. Now they're going to St. Martin, and now we're earning a cruise. That might just perk somebody say, really? So this is a very important sheet at the back of your host order form. Another way of team building is share the opportunity with everyone at your shows. You can do recruiting seeds, or you can share it as a blanket recruiting talk. Talk to the host using the back of the host order form, and not just here and there, every host. And then select someone you want on your team. Compliment them on their quality. Invite them to learn more. I maybe sit down by Peggy and say, Peggy, I couldn't help but notice you tonight. You're so fashionable. Tell me a little about yourself. And she may tell me where she works, whatever. And I'll say, I'll tell you what, Peggy, I'd love to share some more because I think you'd be great in this business. Even if they said, oh, no, I couldn't do something. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm just asking if I can share, because you may know somebody else. Can I at least just share it with you and how much money we make? And they go, okay. I just ask. Now, lots of times they still say no, but they'll book a show with me because people want to be around people that make them feel good. And when you say, I couldn't help but notice you, you're very fashionable. You give them a compliment. Couldn't help but notice you. You're a fun person to be around. I couldn't help but notice you. You will have people. Pick the people you want on your team. Now, leadership, we're going to talk a little bit about leadership. Leadership is not a position. It's a way of doing things. And so now as a leader, I'm going to ask you for responsibility. This is your personal leader email address. leadership@parklanejewelry.com. I want you to write that down. leadership@parklanejewelry.com. And as leaders, we're going to ask you to answer 3 things. To write to us within the next 24 hours and say, what are you planning to put into action from this Zoom hour? What are you planning to put into action? Number 2, what was your best takeaway from this past Sparkle? What was your best takeaway? Now, some of you already have answered that, and I thank you for that. So if you did, you don't have to answer that again. And number 3, what specific training would you like to see more of at the Sparkle Leader seminar in January? So we're asking you, not next month to do this, we're asking you in the next 24 hours. And this is where leadership comes with responsibility. And at any time, other than this time, if you just want to just write into leadership, hey, I got an idea. Or it doesn't have to be, this is your leadership email that you can write to us anytime. Or maybe 2 weeks from now, you say, oh, here's another idea. I hope they share at the Leader January. Write in again, say, here's another idea. So this, again, is your personal email. And as leaders, I want to end with this quote, is if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and achieve more, you are a leader. As a leader, you're their inspiration to just see a bigger picture. See what they could be by getting a raise to branch up. See what the possibility of income. And even dream, what would you do if you had an extra $1,000 a month? That's what it's all about. It's inspiring others. Because some people have lost the dream. They don't even want to think about it. They're stuck in their day-o life. They haven't dreamed in a while. Get them to dream. What would they do if they had extra? And show them how. And passionately share that. So let me just stop this sharing my screen for a second so I could see you. I want to say to everyone on this call, first of all, thank you to Company Vice President Sarah Clement for sharing her ideas on anniversary weeks. That is awesome. Thank you to Danielle Skaggs, Senior Division Leader, who I'm thinking she's going to be a Senior Division because she's working on it. And I know this gal. You know, Danielle probably didn't tell you she's got 3 children. She works full time as building houses. She is a contractor. She actually hits the roof and everything. She builds homes. And so she's one busy gal, but yet she's taken this time and building her team. So if she can do it, everybody in this call can. And thank you in advance for immediately writing to leadership@parklanejewelry.com and sharing with us what you're going to take from this particular call and put into action. What was your takeaway from Sparkle, and what would you like to see at the leadership retreat in January? With that, I will say thank you, everybody. God bless. Let me just stop the recording for a second.